This movie was about
Lights, camera, action is going down. For my ATL movies, when we run this town with your host T-Wil, yeah, keeping it real. From the A to the screen, you can feel the thrill. Rolling with the classics, we're setting the pace. Highlighting the magic of our soulful space. Got the vibe, got the crew, making it tight. When the screen lights up, everything feels right. Grab your popcorn, let's make it loud. T-Wil, T-Wil. It's movie time, ATL style. Stand proud. From the silver screen to the hearts we steal. T-Wil, T-Wil. Every frame we capture is a real deal. Yeah. Talking premieres where the stars align. ATL views, yeah, they really shine. Behind the lens, capture.
welcome, ATL people in the ATL verse. It's your host T-Wil and Miss Una. How you doing, Miss Una?
I'm good. How are you? How was your weekend? What's today?
Today's
See, this is what happened with people work at home. Today is Saturday, Friday.
Yeah, it's a whole nother weekend, but I get it. I get it. I understand. Because like you say, you're working at home and, again, you have businesses and everything going on. So
yes,
it's the same for you. Sure. It never stops for you. So I get it. But I'm on the mend. Unfortunately, last week I just couldn't do it, Miss Una. This cold had me down.
Oh, that's awful.
Bad. Yeah, it is. But hey, I rise like the phoenix. So we are back.
Very much so.
And we are doing episode 9 of Sippin Tea with T-Wil and Una. And we got some fun topics to talk about tonight, Miss Una. We got a litany of topics. So we are going to talk about revealing clothing in relationships. It's a Friday night and a young lady and a young man are dating, and the young lady wants to leave and go out in something sexy with the girls, and the young fella's like, hey now, hold on, we together now. Okay. What are you doing? Okay. Where you going? Where you going in that? Hold on. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about a bus driver incident in which a child jumped up and hit the bus driver, and the bus driver defended herself, and the kids jumped up to protect the kid that hit the bus driver. Not only that, but they told the bus driver, he's a kid, you shouldn't hit him. So where are we as a society? Because Miss Una, when you and I were school, this wouldn't have even been thought about. Like, it's amazing where we are. So we got to get into that. Okay. Then we got a new song and a new artist. The song is My Dad Died, or My Daddy Died. And it's by a young lady named Earth Sign Shells. And it's pretty good. My daughter introduced it to me last night, and she was like, you should share it on your show. So if you guys get a chance, check out My Daddy Died by Earth Sign Shells. Good show, very interesting. A bit of a scary video. The video takes place in a hospital, and she's grieving, and it's just very interesting. We'll also get into the Nolan Wells case and the update and what's going on with that. We'll talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. We'll talk about LeBron signing with the Sixers. We'll talk about the ESPN layoffs. And last but not least, you informed me today that P. Diddy got into a fight in prison. Got into a prison fight. And I got a feeling it wasn't over some cigarettes. I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, hey, man, I mean, fights happen in prison, It's prison. So I get it. Anyway, let's get into it. So, first story tonight, revealing clothing and relationships. Revealing clothing and relationships. So, young ladies going out with their girls, they just going out to the club, 10 o'clock at night. They want to get a few drinks, have a good time. She wants to be sexy. Hell, he probably met her that way, dressing that way. But what I want to do...
Wait, did you say you met her that way, dressing that way? Okay.
I said he probably met her that way.
Okay, he probably met her that way, dressing that way.
what I'd like you to do is to point your attention to the screen here, and let's take a look at what this young lady has on, because essentially it is just a jacket and her assets. Okay. Now, off camera, you and I were talking about something, and you showed me something.
Which I will show again if I have to.
No, you do not. But the thing about you, Miss Una, is you always seem to, ever since I've known you, you always seem to pull things off with class. And not that this young lady is not classy. I don't know her. But if I were dating her and it's 10 o'clock at night and you're going around where men are, I'm not going to want her to wear this. I wouldn't want my wife to go out like this, because number one, it's not just me, but that says to men, hey, I'm available. I'm out here looking. I'm available. And the right guy, maybe it's cute, but the wrong guy can get real aggressive and handsy and cause a situation. Now, again, you and I talked, and if you met her that way, and she's always dressed that way, that's one thing, right? Before I get into it, give me your thoughts on the matter, because we had a conversation beforehand, but let's let the audience hear what you think.
Here's audience. This is what I'm talking about. If you met me that way, correct?
Right.
And I now want to go. So that means you met the whole of me.
Right.
This is how I dress. This is what it is. You met all of me. And
right.
You was like, ooh, yes, I like her. I'm dating you. And then
right.
I decide to still be myself.
Right.
And go out with this outfit. Now, my outfit was just like this, correct?
No, it was a little different.
I think you had
two buttons.
Younger.
I think you had two buttons on it, and you had a bracelet.
I had a long necklace.
Long necklace, right?
Right. To distract.
There you go.
But they were up and out.
Well, again, yours was classier. But the point is, the way I feel about it, if I'm dating you and we're serious, I don't want you wearing that out.
And we're serious, or we married, or are we engaged?
Let's say we're not married. Let's say we're not engaged, but we're living together. We've been living together for like a year. It's progressing there. Right? You go out in this says I'm single and ready to mingle. This says I'm available.
Where is this anyway? Where is she at?
She's at the show Tonight's Conversation. Now, I don't know where she is, but I don't know where she is in the country, but she's at the show. She was a guest on their show, and she brought it up saying that her boyfriend was insecure and controlling because he didn't want her to go out that way. And I don't like it when women do that, when it's basically you can't get something that you want, or you can get something that you want.
Let me hang up on you. What you say?
You can hang up all you want. No, I'm saying basically he's not being controlling. Men don't want to share. I don't want the world to see what I got. I don't want the world to see what I got. I don't want the world.
What about me having myself? Like, I'm not understanding what you're saying.
You can have yourself,
but you want me to conform to what makes you comfortable?
No, I want you to
represent. What if that makes me uncomfortable? That you want me to conform to what? So then I have to suppress myself.
Then I guess it's not.
You're comfortable.
Then I guess it's not gonna work. I mean, I don't know, but I'm saying
we need therapy. We need to go to therapy then.
No, because here's what I'm saying. If you're going out, it's nighttime. You going out in public like this. Number one, you could be putting yourself in danger.
So is that how you're going to approach me initially with? So are you going to say that, but you really think something else?
No, I mean, you could be putting yourself in danger. I mean, if you want to know everything I'm thinking.
No, I'm saying, is that your main concern, or your main concern?
Of
My
course,
business
that's my main concern. That's my number one concern is you. Anytime
Okay.
you go out, I want to make sure that you get back safely. I mean, as a man, we're protectors, right? So I'm thinking you're going out in something like this, you could be put, especially if you're leaving at 10, you're not gonna get back till 2, 3.
Yeah, true.
You're not, if you're leaving at 10, you're gonna get that what, 10:30, 10:45, walk in, sit down with your girls, have a drink, 2, 3, laugh, joke, club close at 2, club close at 2. That means you're out in the street at 2:30 walking around like this. This is not really safe.
But ain't no homeless, there's not one homeless man in the city of Atlanta that is about to accost me.
He don't have to be homeless. I mean, look, men are men. Men are men. And aggressive men are aggressive, homeless or not, right?
Okay.
So my concern is the safety, but it's also, hey man, you represent me in these streets.
But how they know I'm with you if you're not with me?
Well, you going out with your girlfriends.
So you scared about what the girls gonna say?
No, I'm not scared about what the girls are gonna say. I'm saying if you wanted me to go, you would have said that. You're going out with your friends. I'm not going to be the one to tag along.
You're not even going to be there to see if something happens. So what's the big deal?
This is your choice. Well, what if something does happen, though?
And
what if something does happen?
Wait. How will people know that I'm representing you if you're not there with me? Nobody cares.
Well, what if you see somebody that we know, you represent me?
All right. Well, my YouTube girl is on my YouTube folks say it's about respect. Respect which way? It is about respect. Michael, is it? Thank you. I appreciate it. Michael, is it about respect for? Okay, he said you ain't wrong. Michael said you ain't wrong. I'm not saying I wouldn't concede. Oh, I can't hear you.
Hang on one sec. Okay, my son wants to show me something on Instagram. What is it, son? Is this you?
Read that. What does it say?
Join the channel.
You want to be in it or you don't?
What channel we on, son?
Okay, you there?
Uh-huh.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay. But yeah, so he said it's about respect.
So he said he ain't wrong.
Uh-huh.
He said it's all about respect.
Right.
And he said she has respect for him, then it's no problem. Okay. So I'm not saying, I'm playing the devil's advocate. I'm not saying that I would not concede. Only if you came to me in a sweet way, like, babe, I know for damn sure you ain't going out like that. First of all, I don't want you to get hurt. Second of all, like really nice. But don't come to me like you trying to have control over me and be like, where you going? Where you think you going with that on?
So let me ask you a question. If I got on some gray sweatpants and I'm hanging out, okay, and I'm going to Walmart to pick up some bananas, are you going to
with the gray sweatpants? Those two don't go together.
No, I got on the t-shirt and the gray sweatpants. I'm asking you, you know, what's that going to look like?
I ain't going to have no problem with it.
You
not one.
Okay.
I'm going to be like, take them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
He likes he likes the giant.
Okay. Most women would not agree with you. But you know what? Okay. I can't say what most women would say. I can't say that. The ones that I've had this conversation with would not agree with you. But hey, it's all good. Miss Una, you there? I think you cut out. You there? You there? Una, you there? Una, you there? Can you hear me? Think we're having technical difficulties. Una, can you hear me? Una, can you hear me? Una, can you hear me? You might want to go out and come back in. Una, can you hear me? I think your screen froze. All right. So anyway, let's get into our next story. So our next story, I think your screen froze, Una. Una, you there? Una, you there? All right, she'll come back. All right, so let's talk about the bus driver incident, guys. Miss Una should be back shortly. I think her screen froze. So, sorry about that. All right, in this next story, a student, actually, you've got a bus driver that's driving a bunch of students. And apparently, you know how kids are. They're being unruly. They're not listening. They're basically doing what they want to do. And she stands up and tells Hey, you there?
Yeah, I my charger fell off my computer and I didn't notice.
It's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
No worries. No
All
worries.
right. So we were on that hot topic. And now we're on to the next.
We are on to the next. So in this next story, this bus driver is trying to quiet these kids down. This one kid's being unruly. She's telling him to sit down, and that's what he needs to do. He's not listening. And I guess during the conversation, he's just had enough and decides, okay, I don't want to listen anymore. Walks up and punches her. Now, first and foremost, he's a young man and she's a lady. So right there, that tells me that your parents aren't teaching you right. Because no man has any business hitting a woman. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how old he is. He has no business just walking up to a woman, punching her. So clearly, there's an issue with the parenting. That's number one. But that's not the kicker. So what goes on to happen is, basically, she punches him back, as any good Gen Xer would. As any good, any good. Well, no, she might be a millennial, but basically any adult worth it. I'm not going. I don't care. I don't care how old you are. I'm not going to let you walk up and punch me. I'm sorry. Whoa. So if you walk up and punch me, then you're going to get what
I'm going to punch you back. Yeah,
exactly. You're going to get what you came for, and that's what she did, right?
Okay.
Now, this is where it gets interesting because the kids get up to stop her from punching him. And what happens is they start to tell her, well, Miss So-and-so, you're an adult. You have no business hitting a child. Now, this for me is where things went haywire because I'm like, hold on one second. What are we doing?
Right.
You know, wait, what are we doing? First and foremost.
So they basically fighting.
Well, no, it's not that. They're not fighting her. They're just pulling her off of him. But the issue is they have no respect. They have no respect.
So your you're thinking the kid has no respect.
I'm thinking the kids have no respect.
Mm-hmm.
Because for them to tell an adult after the child walked up and hit her, well, Miss So-and-so, you're a teacher. You have no business putting your hands on a child. That is backwards thinking.
So how old was the child?
Child couldn't have been more than 9 or 10.
What?
Yeah, child couldn't have been more than 9 or 10.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't look like he missed a meal. But the point is, he very distinctly walked up on a woman and punched her.
Yeah,
and at that point, you have no leg to stand on. Like, you have no business challenging adults, right?
No.
The demarcation between adult and child is,
especially if you're 9.
I mean, I don't care if you're 16. You got no business punching a woman. You have no business punching a woman.
Yeah, that's a problem at home.
No, none of that, right? So, and the fact that these kids would defend that, that's what I'm saying is these kids are lost, and the adults did it to them because we've made these kids feel like it's okay for them to walk up and punch us. It's okay for, like, you could be putting somebody's life in danger. I don't care how old you are. If you walk up on me and punch me, you gonna get it back. And I don't think you're gonna like what's gonna get back, because I'm gonna try and knock you out. I'm old, I got health. I'm gonna try and knock you. I ain't playing around. I'm gonna try and hurt you.
I'm not playing none of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hurt you. So, but I think it says a lot about where we are as a society that every kid on that bus got up telling her, you have no business putting your hands on the child. And it's almost like
so they acting like what?
Right.
Well, they're
acting like they're her parents. Oh, you're wrong for doing that. And she's trying to justify. Now, I would have said, all y'all better sit your little butts down or you can get it too.
Right.
That's what I would have said. But she's trying to justify it to them. But my point is, we are already lost when kids feel like they can walk up and do that and nothing's going to happen. If one of my kids hit an adult, the conversation's over there. Don't talk to me.
What city was this in?
I don't know. But what I'd like to know is what are your thoughts on this matter? What are your thoughts on this matter?
I feel the lady should have whooped his ass.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day we used to get paddled?
Oh yeah. I got plenty of them.
He need to get paddled. Like that. That's unacceptable. I want to know where the parents are, and I want to know why in the hell this dude thought that he could hit. And none of the people in there are saying you shouldn't have done that. Come back.
Exactly. And that was my point. And that was my point. But none of them are. They're all like, you shouldn't hit. Like, it's clear to see that these kids have been told that no adult should put their hands on you, right? But what they weren't told is you shouldn't put your hands on an adult.
Right.
Which is a sad state of affairs. It's sad. Like, I wouldn't have been a teacher anyway, but you definitely couldn't pay me to be an educator now.
Hell no.
If I got to deal with that, you couldn't pay me to be an educator, because why?
Right.
It's not even worth it, right?
Nope.
I'm a aside from getting in trouble with my employers, the fact that these kids think this is okay,
I don't understand that.
It's your school system, it's your society, it's so many sensationalist stories about, oh, this teacher did that and this teacher did that, and let's be honest, they don't even want you to spank your kids anymore. And I'm old school.
I know
spare
that's
the rod,
really
spoil the child.
Yeah, I know. Well, forget that.
Right. My parents kicked my rear and I turned out okay. And look, I'm not saying that's got to be your first response, but you can't you can't be a friend to your kid.
Right.
You got to be a parent. Yeah, sometimes some conversations are going to be friendly and some encounters are going to be friendly, but there's sometimes you just going to have to tell them, look, I'm not
let me tell you something. My daughter's mouth was so horrible that every time that I tried to jump on her, because I did, and she bigger than me. I done busted a blood vessel trying to hit her in the arm. Every time I tried to touch her, the dog would jump on my back and try to bite me. But my point is, so my daughter was a 4.0 student. She's an engineer now. But her mouth, her mouth. So it didn't matter how good of parenting I did. Her mouth. When I would tell my daughter to do the kitchen, she would be like, "You don't want me to pass my test tomorrow." Like, what? I used to have to start taping her because her daddy ain't believe it because she was selective with it. So there are some kids that are just contrary. They don't want no type of authority.
Yeah.
But I also didn't whoop them that much.
Well, I definitely. My oldest. I was young when I had her, so
Oh yeah. So the first one, I always get it.
I gave her fair share of whoopings. Now the last two, I definitely did not discipline as much.
Yeah.
But
Caleb could be selling drugs on the corner right now. I wouldn't know what was good. I don't know.
My youngest one, I probably should have done more. But at that point, you're older. You just and you see life differently. But the bottom line is, there's got to be a clear delineation between adult and child. And what I'm saying is, these
absolutely have, and so
they don't see that.
Tell them.
Right. They don't see that.
Yeah.
They see themselves as, I'm an adult too, and you're not. And I think that's a problem with
that
this
is a problem. Yeah, I can see that. Now, what generation are we in? Alpha?
I don't know. You got Gen X, Millennial, Gen Z. I don't know.
Gen Z, and then I think after Gen Z is Alphas.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know which generation those kids were. Maybe they were Alpha, but the problem is when you make them feel like their opinion is as important as mine or yours, you're wrong, because you're children.
You can't do that.
And not to say that your feelings can't get hurt and all of that, but at the end of the day, you're kids. Sit down. They're gonna be sometimes.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You're right.
There gonna be sometimes where you need to sit down and shut up. You know what I mean? That, like, when we were coming up, you didn't talk when grown folks were talking. You sat at the kiddie table with the kids,
right?
And y'all had y'all own conversation. You know what you didn't do? You didn't get involved in adult conversation because it wasn't for you.
That's right.
And a lot of these kids, and let's be honest, a lot of these kids are not being parented. They're given an iPad or whatever, and you go and do your business. And so they don't learn that. They don't learn the art of conversation with their own peers.
True. I can see that. Yeah, I can agree with that.
But anyway, I just thought
that was crazy. The student swinging on the daggone bus driver and said he ain't got to listen. What the? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. So next story is about a new artist. I think her name is Earth Sign Shells.
I listened to her song.
But she put out this song called My Daddy Died, and it's blowing up the internet. And it went viral. And I listened to it last night, and I don't know what to think. It feels like a mixture of Smells Like Teen Spirit and almost like that, and maybe Lauryn Hill when she came out and she was
That's
rapping.
What I was thinking of.
It kind of felt that way, like
I was thinking Lauryn Hilly.
Yeah. And those of you who don't know, Lauryn Hill used to rap back in the day, and she wasn't bad.
She was with the Fugees, and she was just on the BET Awards. They gave her the Lifetime Achievement.
Yeah. But this lady's very intense. Very intense. Like, you can tell she's an entertainer. She's not just a rapper. She's an entertainer.
For sure.
And I don't know what to think, because I kind of like it, but she kind of scares me. Like, if you watch the video.
So do you think she's going to be like Doechii?
I think she's gonna be like her. I think she's her own brand. Like I really do. But I watched this video today 10 times because I just couldn't look away. I literally
it was like a train wreck then. Yeah, I watched it a couple of times.
And the way she moves in and out of, I mean, she had bars. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
She had bars, but it wasn't just that. It was her showmanship. It was
for sure.
The way it's like she grabbed the camera and wouldn't let it go. So
yeah.
I don't know where she's gonna go, but I don't think this is the last we're gonna hear of her, and I can't wait to hear her next song. But
so again, she's streaming now, but this is just her first song.
I don't know. It's the first song that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is her first song, but again, if it is, I mean, she did her big one.
We said it here first.
Yeah, she did her big one with this one. So the name of the song is My Daddy Died, and the artist is Earthsign Shells. So if you get a chance, go to YouTube, check her out.
For sure.
All right. Updates on the Nolan Wells case.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Autopsy results revealed that, number one, they could not definitively say whether or not this was foul play. There was a red area on the back of the victim's head. I don't want to say that it was blood, but it sounds like that was saying, but I don't want to speculate. And there was a part of his throat that was missing. Now, what they say is that the part of the throat was removed during the original autopsy. But my thing is, why wouldn't you share that? Because what if he was hitting the throat? What if that's what's like, you know what I mean? It seems kind of shady that you would do that. Now, I'm told this is common practice from a couple of people. You know, both things can be true. But the main thing is it went from it was an accident and he drowned to we can't rule out foul play. Right. So my question is, what happened from the initial diagnosis when they ruled that it was an accident? What happened, Miss Una?
So there's a couple of things that we need to talk about. So first of all, let's even go back. And Nancy Grace is on the case. You know, when Nancy Grace gets on the case, somebody going to jail. Nancy Grace I ain't seen Nancy Grace since Scott Peterson.
I ain't seen Nancy Grace in a while either. I didn't even know she was still doing
back on, baby, and she got a smoky eye, and she is not playing with nobody.
Okay.
She said the other day, you know how she talks, breaking news. So are you telling me that the Nolan Wells text messages were deleted after they found his body? No, you're not telling me that. You know how Nancy Grace does.
Right.
Okay, so the two things we need to know. So you know that the mom had to track his telephone to one of the
friend's house,
one
right?
of the friend's house where his car was.
Right.
She had to track it with Life 360, right?
Right.
So three things. If you are on an island that you have to have a boat, and the friends say he wanted to stay with this girl, so everybody's leaving on the island and y'all just leave the boy by himself because he wanted to swim?
Not only that,
or y'all are saying they got back on that he got on the boat with somebody else. Well, where those people at?
Well, who leaves their phone? First and foremost,
not one teenager.
Who leaves their phone? I'm 55. I'm not leaving my phone.
And I'm gonna need it. His phone and his keys.
I'm not leaving my phone, my wallet, my keys,
nothing.
My AirPods. I'm not leaving nothing.
A different boat.
I'm gonna tell you how bad it is. I'm gonna tell you how bad it is. My phone will vibrate from time to time. It'll be on the table. I'll feel it on my hip. I'm not lying to you. That's how connected I am to my phone.
All
I'm not
day.
leaving my phone for nothing.
And imagine a teenager. He was 18 years old.
There's no way he left his phone. It's no way he left his phone.
Secondly,
who does that? Right.
The Ceto company that they released the audio on about them needing help because the boat was taking on water and they needed to get towed.
Right.
The Ceto company said, keep me the hell out of this. First of all, they did call, but we did not tow them. They canceled it and said that they got the help that they needed. Now that's real sus.
And they lied. Yeah.
Secondly, with the even if there was blood pooling on the back of his head, he was found face down.
Right.
So the blood gonna pool on the back of his. And then so if you don't have that hyoid bone, which usually shows when you're strangled, they didn't have the hyoid bone, the esophagus, the whole front of his neck. They didn't have the lungs, so they could check for water on the lungs. So basically, y'all just going over here bacon down in Mississippi to see what you could get away with. But Nancy Grace is on the case. Somebody going to jail.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's gonna be. It's a sad story.
I'm disgusted.
It's a sad story that I mean, it just when all your friends who are on the trip with you end up getting lawyers, like something funny's going on.
First of all, none of them they didn't call the mom and say we have his phone.
Right.
They didn't call. So they had to Life 360 it at 11 o'clock at night, and she had to send her friend to go get it. And then when the dad went to go get the car, they were acting like they ain't know where the keys was.
Well, that lets you know it's probably some evidence in there.
And them keeping the hyoid bone in the neck, they know that there's something's going on because they usually could just bag it up. And I know this is graphic, so trigger warning. But when they are doing the autopsy, they do take out the organs in order to get the pathology.
Yeah.
However, when they know that there is a second autopsy going, they will usually bag all of it up and place it in the cavity and then send it on to the second autopsy.
Right.
So he said that the time of death wasn't undetermined. The manner of death was undetermined pending investigation. And it's basically, we still don't know nothing.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, Miss Una has a medical background. So that's why she's aware of these. She's actually a nurse.
Yes.
So that's why she's aware of all these topics. Because I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on?
You're like, what?
But that's hyoid bone, right? Exactly.
Yeah, but that's the bone when you know you've either been strangled or hit. That's where you'll get the damage.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, either way, I hope they get to the bottom of it. It is really sad, and it's getting national attention, so that's a good thing. It's sad that our cases have to do this so we can get justice, but hey, man, it is what it is. So,
well, it's falling off on national attention, so that's why I'm glad that we are at least reporting it, and we're gonna keep his name out there until we figure out what's going on with this kid. Because everybody, me, you, everybody got children like this.
Oh no, amen. But let me tell you something. With Nancy Grace on it, you don't have to worry about it.
Somebody going to jail. Somebody going to jail. Do you hear me, T?
It's gonna get the proper attention. It really is. You ain't got to worry
seriously.
About it. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. I saw the last trailer for this one, and I am super duper excited about it. It looks like it's going to be really good. There are a bunch of heroes in it. There are a bunch of villains in it. The villains, you got Tombstone, you got Scorpion, you got Shocker, you got Boomerang, you got Tarantula, and I think you have Jean Grey from the X-Men. As far as the heroes, you got the Hulk in this one. You got Daredevil in this one. You got the Punisher, who's kind of an anti-hero.
Yeah.
You got and of course you got Spider-Man. But the premise is Spider-Man essentially at the beginning of this is from a storyline where Spider-Man gets sick, and eventually what happens is the spider part of him, I don't want to say takes over, but it grows. So there are abilities that he has that he never discovered because he really, I guess, stopped looking, wasn't curious about it. But these abilities begin to take over. So he becomes stronger, he becomes faster, he becomes more agile, but he also becomes more of a killer. I shouldn't say more of a killer, but let's say more aggressive. Okay.
So he joined his black Spider-Man, whatever that black
Spider-Man. No. He didn't. He so
because that he was stronger and all that other stuff.
Right. Okay. No, yeah, you're talking about the symbiotic suit, and you're talking about Venom. No, I don't think Venom is in this one. This is from the storyline where essentially he dies and comes back, but he comes back different because the spider took over. Right. It was a whole thing. But anyway, it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. I've seen there are at least 3 or 4 trailers, and these trailers are very extensive. You also have the Hand, who are enemies of Daredevil. They're in this, but this movie looks like it's going to be pretty good. So I am super excited about it. It comes out next week. I can't wait to see it. We can also talk about The Odyssey because that one came out last week.
Yeah.
And it's from Christopher Nolan, and from everything that I'm hearing about it, it's a great movie. Like, it is a great movie from everything that I've heard. It is a period piece. And one thing about Christopher Nolan, he has this way of making things relatable. Like, it doesn't matter what period or what time you're in. I guess he takes the commonalities of all of us and just makes it digestible and palatable. But I think this movie's going to do $1 billion. I really do.
You think so?
I do.
Well, full disclosure, I have no idea what the movie is about. I just heard it was good. So
it's actually based on the book, The Iliad.
The Iliad and Odyssey.
Odyssey, right.
Okay, then I do know. I've read that more than once.
Yeah, you read that. You read that big ass book?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
I'm a reader. Don't you see my glasses?
Oh my God. No, I look, I'm not gonna lie. I got the Cliff's Notes for that one, buddy.
I'm a reader.
And no way. Man, that book has gotta be this.
I know how big it is.
Oh my goodness. You got that, Miss.
Yes.
You got that. That's all you. That is all you.
So when does Doom come out then?
Doomsday comes out December 18th, 2026. Okay,
we're gonna be ready for that. I'm coming on with a costume. When we do that. I'm coming on with what? I'm gonna either be Thor or Doom.
Oh man.
Who else they got? Whoever they got.
I was gonna crack a joke, but you might hit me, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna crack that joke. But anyway, I actually
want to crack it now because you just cracking yourself
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay,
well, punch me. But anyway,
be smart.
Yeah, so super. Really looking forward to that. Can't wait. LeBron James joined the 76ers today.
Who
cares? Oh, well, the Sixers care.
We don't care. We don't care.
Are you not a LeBron fan?
No.
Really?
No, I'm a LeBron hater.
You're a LeBron hater?
I'm a LeBron hater. I like his wife, though. I love his wife.
I gotta know this. What did LeBron do to spark your ire?
Nothing. He didn't cut that hair off when he should have. When he was receding his hairline, he should have just took it off.
Really? That's it.
That pissed me off because I had to see him running up and down that court.
That's it. I probably did. I thought you.
He kept on trying to cover it up and all this. And another thing, stay with one team. Don't be going to teams that you think are going to win just so. Michael Jordan didn't do that. Okay, he is not going around from team to team to team for him to beat a star and for them to win another ring. Why? Go sit down. Go coach Bronny. Go with Savannah. Savannah wants some me time.
See, I tell you where I am with it. I can see both sides. I look, I'm definitely from that time frame with Jordan and Pippen and Charles Barkley. But the thing about it is, yeah, Jordan got 6 rings. Barkley didn't get one. Pat Ewing didn't get one.
No.
And I think where LeBron is coming from is, why should I have to wait on an owner to get me a championship? If I have enough influence, if I can get this player to come over here with me, hell, we can make a championship.
Who did he get to come?
So I think Jaylen Brown is already there. Joel Embiid is already there. And they got, I believe Tyrese Maxey is already there. And Tyrese Maxey is a scorer. He can shoot. LeBron doesn't have to be number 1. He doesn't have to be number 2. He might be the 4th best player on that team, so he doesn't have to be the man. So, like I say, we'll see. Now, I wasn't happy about it because I wanted LeBron to stay over in the West because, I wanted my Hawks to have a chance. But, it is what it is.
Well, you know what I think he's doing? And this is just my thoughts. I think he is chasing legacies. So I think he's chasing legacies like Magic Johnson going to LA. Like the old school 70s 76ers going to Philly. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if he gonna have another couple of years in him, his ass gonna end up in Chicago. I think he is going to prove points in all of these legacy cities.
So how old is LeBron? Is he 42?
Alexa, how old is LeBron? 41. He's 41.
All right, so if he plays for another couple of years, he's going to be 43.
Knees ain't going to work at all.
Yeah,
his knees are not going to work. He better be shooting jump shots.
See, I was talking about it with my friends, and Philadelphia just isn't sexy. Like, Cleveland is sexy because you started in Cleveland. You end your career there in Cleveland, right? I can see that being that's a storyline. Or even if you went to Golden State, you're playing with Steph Curry.
It's not who he's playing with now. It's who's played there. You got Dr. J.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I feel like he's going to let Magic Johnson at LA.
Wasn't he an Iverson fan? He's a big Iverson fan growing up. Yeah, okay.
So I'm feeling he's chasing these legacies where they were big, big, big players, so he can dip his toe in the legacy of these teams.
Okay, that's fair.
That's I'm just saying. Okay. That's my hypothesis.
Well, that is an interesting hypothesis. It is definitely not boring, and I mean, hey, I can't say you're wrong. So I didn't think about it that way, but thank you for the update. Let's get into these ESPN layoffs. So ESPN recently laid off about at least 10 people. So they laid off Ryan Clark, Cam Newton, Carl Ravitch, Bart Scott, Tom Pelissero, Stephanie Bell, Charles Davis, David Lloyd, Andreas Hale, and Dan Hajuki.
How many were black?
At least 4.
Only 4?
I don't know. I know at least 4 were. I know Ryan Clark, Cam Newton, Bart Scott.
Maybe not Bart Scott. Bart might that sound like white name.
No, he's black. No, I'm telling you, he played for
Bart 4.
Scott. Okay. Charles Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Stephania Bell, I don't know. I don't think she is. Okay. I don't know about David Lloyd. I know Tom Pelissero is not. I know Carl Ravitch is not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about Andreas Hale. So I don't know, but at least 4 were African American.
Well, why did they fire Ryan Clark on air?
Well,
what was that about?
I mean, clearly, I get, hey.
Was he disparaging somebody? I need answers.
I don't think he was disparaging someone. I think Ryan is the kind of person that he's going to tell you what's what.
Okay.
Now, Ryan is a super nice guy.
Okay.
I have nothing bad to say about Ryan. I've seen Ryan come to the aid of so many people, put things in a perspective that maybe I didn't think about. I don't have anything bad to say about Ryan. I love Ryan.
And he's pretty smart too.
Oh, he's very smart. But I have seen him get into it with some hosts. And I think the last confrontation he had was with a guy named Peter Schreggs on ESPN. And Ryan is a former player. Peter Schreggs is not. And essentially Ryan was like, you're not a player. And Peter Schreggs was like, don't do that.
What the?
Because just because I'm not a player doesn't mean I don't have a valid opinion.
Right.
And I understood where both were coming from. Okay.
Yeah.
But you could clearly see that Peter was offended. Now, again, I did not see the entire interaction. So if somebody is watching the show and you guys want to chime in, feel free to chime in if you did see it. I did not see the entire interaction. I did see Ryan say, hold on, let me finish. Here's why. But I didn't see what led up to that. I didn't see what came after that. But I know that he and Peter Schreggs had a confrontation on air that got very uncomfortable.
So do you think that these announcers that they fired, do you think they were justified? Is it a money thing or is it a personality thing?
You know, I don't work for ESPN. I don't know what their metrics are.
I'm saying you know some of the guys though.
I do, yeah, I do. I know a lot of the guys, but I mean, again, to say like Ryan Clark is a strong personality, but he's not overbearing. But again, I'm not there every day. You know what I mean? Right. I don't know the beefs that go on behind closed doors.
True.
You know, again, Cam is a very strong personality.
Yeah, he has a very, very, very strong personality.
But I like Cam. I like Cam because number one, Cam is honest. Cam is probably one of the honest people I've ever seen.
He is honest. He is.
I believe Cam wants to learn. I believe Cam wants to. I like.
He does. He does. I just don't like his. I don't like the way he acts about women. That's the only thing I don't like.
So let's get into that, right? Let's get into that because your friend, you know, your friend, the doctor,
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Yeah. As you know,
gosh darn well.
She was on his show and she got in his kitchen a little bit, basically saying that you are willingly creating these families that you know you're not going to be there for because you don't have the time. Now, again, I'm not judging anybody. Okay. What one man does, that's not on me. And I'm not judging him. I'm simply repeating what she stated. But her point was, why go out here and willingly create these families that you know you're not going to be there because you have no intentions on being married.
And what did Cam say?
So let me ask you this. How do you feel about that? How do you feel
about him creating families?
Yes. With no intentions on marrying the women, knowing that these women are basically going to be single mothers. Now, he's going to take care of them, but they're basically going to be single mothers, and they're going to get the time that they can get based on, I guess, the time that's available. And again, I'm not knocking Cam. I don't know Cam to criticize him. But what I'm asking you is, as a woman, how do you feel about, would you sign up for that? Would you say, hey, sure, like, give me your thoughts on that?
This is how I feel. Every person has their own autonomy to do what they want. Secondly, who set this whole system up but the patriarchy? That's why the patriarchy needs to go. Let people just do what the heck they want when they want it. If those women are fine with Cam Newton spreading all his gems all throughout Atlanta, I'm fine with it. I let me tell you, I saw this lady that said, you know what she said? She said, I'd rather cry in a Lamborghini than cry in a Honda. So men are going to be men regardless. So whether they knew and they did it or they didn't know and they did it, the man is still going to be who he is. So all of that don't be deal breakers as far as I'm concerned. Because while you cheating, I'm cheating. What you talking about? Kidding me?
Okay. So
they basically probably have somebody else.
I mean, they probably do, but I'm looking at the kids. I'm looking at the kids.
Kids are taken care of. They got that money.
Yeah, but kids need time they need time. They need time. They need time with mama and daddy. They need balance. They need to see mama and daddy relate to one another.
What if it's not that type of relationship?
Then why are you having kids?
What? That's why parents need to be pre-screened, as far as I'm concerned.
Now that's true. I agree with you. I agree with you there. I agree with you. But it's not just about the physical. Like if you're gonna have a kid with somebody, you're gonna have to work with that person. You're gonna need to have a relationship. Even if y'all are not romantically involved, you're gonna have a relationship. You have to work with that person.
Some of us just want to have big fun. Okay. like the Cosby Show. I just wanted to have big fun.
You just wanted to have big fun.
Now I got a whole human.
Oh my goodness. I tell you what, man.
I'm just telling you from a woman's standpoint, just because it's not always y'all that want this one, this one, this one. I have a friend, she loves boys and boys love her. So
I mean,
it ain't they not always the wandering eye. So
I get it.
Y'all need to understand that. So y'all think that we are just sitting around here waiting for somebody.
Oh, I definitely don't think that. Okay, I definitely don't think that. My concern is just the kids, right? But I know I look. Women are better liars than men.
Did you grow up with both your parents?
I did.
Okay.
But
was your dad a good dad?
In some ways, yeah.
Do you think you could have gotten more?
If I didn't have him in my life?
No, I'm saying if you did while you had him in your life, do you think he could have given more? Did he teach you how to change a tire?
Yeah, I mean he could have. So again, people are broken in their own way, right? What my dad did what he could. I will say that. I'm not gonna besmirch his memory. We did not
besmirching it, but did you get what you needed out of it?
I got what he could give me.
Okay.
I got what he could give me. Now my dad is kind of an enigma because one-on-one best teacher I've ever had in my life.
Mm-hmm.
One-on-one best teacher I've ever had in my life, but also one-on-one worst person to be around that I've ever had in my life. So, again, it was a dynamic. And
that shape, I'm telling you, that shaped you because even with my 30-year relationship with a narcissist, you have to understand I was a single parent married. Okay.
Right. No, I know that. I know plenty of women.
I see. Remember, you said, "Oh, I think my wife tells me that." I see my husband in a couple of my children, and I have to stop them from being who they are. So, if you're saying my dad he did the best he could do, but he was the worst person to be around, that then goes down to you.
Well, he was the worst person to be around, but he was also the best. So, all right, I know let me explain it. So, my dad went to every school play that I was in. He knew every line. He coached me. My mom worked a lot. My mom went to school early in my formative years. So I was with my dad most times. So my dad taught me the alphabet. My dad taught me to read. My dad would say, no, Terry, it's not just calling words. You have to put emotion when you read. You're reading. You're not just calling words. My dad would take me outside and we play football. My dad did a lot for me.
Well, then he's an amazing man.
No.
Holy shit.
He did a lot for me in my formative years, but he also would snap at the drop of a hat, right? So what I've learned is you chew the meat, you spit out the fat. The stuff that you need, you take from it. The stuff that you don't need, you put down.
But here's what my therapist told me. The body always remembers.
That's true.
So consciously you could be saying you take the good with the bad.
The fact's a lie.
Right. The body always remembers, whether it's trauma, whether it was your feelings up to age 7, your body remembers. So you can talk yourself through it, but it may come out totally different from your subconscious.
Yeah.
Because it's always there. If a child acts like their dad, why would you stop the behavior when it's something you personally didn't like about their father? If a child acts like their dad, why would you stop the behavior?
So I think you got to tell them in what context you meant it.
Antonio, tell me the situation, because I'm.
No, he's talking about when you were saying that you see your baby father in your kids, and you got to stop that. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, I did. I tried. But
well, no, he's like, why would you do that? That's what he's asking. He's like, why would you do that?
Oh.
Like, what is it about their father that would cause you to do that? Is what he's asking. That would cause
you to stop the behavior?
Yeah. And you don't have to get into detail. Share what you want.
No, I don't. So if my children don't know what manipulation means, or they don't know what gaslighting means.
Right.
I have to immediately, when I see it happen, have to tell them, this is not normal. Okay. People look normal, but a lot of them aren't. And I want them to have some discernment so they will be able, even if it is their father that I got to tell them about, so they will be able to deal with him, and they will be able to discern manipulation, gaslighting, and all, because these people are nice. They're wonderful. They smile in your face and stab you in the back. Like you know what I'm saying? So they're looking normal, but then next thing you know, they got your head spinning, and like you said, they will flip on a dime.
Yeah. So you're basically saying that the negative traits of your ex, when you see that, you're basically trying to root that out. That's what she was saying.
I'm not doing it like you, just like your daddy. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to use it as a teaching moment.
Right.
You know, so yeah.
I understand. I get it. Like I say, you know, I love my dad. Only dad that I had growing up. But you know, I mean, and I'm thankful for what he did. He did a lot for me. So I'm thankful, but you know, again, to your point, you also have to own, you got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, again, you live and you learn. Like when I'm on a stage, when I'm talking into a mic, that's all my dad. Well, that's my dad and my mom. My mom was a pastor. So she was always up in front. She was always giving sermons or whatever. So that's a part of her. But the underlying things, the articulation, the attention to detail, that's all my dad. Right. I gotta give him his props. That's all my dad. So and I can understand how things can be confusing, because you know, you can be around a parent and they can do all these things for you, and they can still do things that are negative, and you're like, well, which one is it? I mean, is it the guy that did this? Is it the guy that did this?
And it keeps you confused.
Well, I think, and you're right. But here's what I made peace with. The answer is it can be both. right?
It can.
The answer is
Absolutely.
it can be both. I'll give you an example. There are women that I've dated, Miss Una, that just love the ground that I walk on, that would tell you that I do no wrong. Okay. There are other women that I've dated, Miss Una, that would not say that. That would definitely not say that.
They'll say his name near me.
Right. And same person, right? Same person. So both things can be true. Oh, come on, Braves. Get it together. Get it together, Braves. What are we doing?
Where they
at? Let's get to our last story. So,
okay.
P. Diddy got into a fight in prison.
Yes.
Got into a fight. Somebody said something that he didn't like. Okay. He's presently serving a 50-month sentence, which is basically 4 years. Because 12 times 4 is 48.
Yeah.
So that's 4 years, 2 months.
He should have got way more than that, but okay, whatever.
But he's in solitary confinement right now. And I guess my question to you is this going to impact his sentence going forward? Is he going to get extended time for this?
He started it, and I don't think Diddy could fight, to tell you the truth.
I don't know. I don't know. You never know. You never know.
Diddy like ordering fights.
So you don't think he likes to get his hands dirty?
Hell no.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Did you see
the documentary? They said he held his own.
Did you see the documentary on him?
Of course I did. I cleared my calendar for the day. I ignored all of my responsibilities for the day.
I think in the first, I want to say 1 or 2 episodes, the guy's talking about how he would fight and how he would go out of his way to get somebody. So, I mean, again, I've never met Diddy. I didn't live in that life. I know that you were in the music industry. Have you ever met Diddy?
Yeah, I have more than once.
Okay. Well, I guess you would know. So,
you can tell people's spirits. Diddy, I met Tupac too. Okay. Tupac was the nicest rapper, and that's why I effed your B person I've ever seen. But Diddy was very standoffish. He was very like whatever anybody else can do for him, he was fine. But if he had to do something for you, it's wrong. I was just listening to a story where Craig Mack ain't have no money, and he was asking Diddy for some money, and he pulled out $100 bill.
He pulled out $100 bill from like $10,000.
Yeah.
And handed him the $100 bill.
Yeah. So you can see straight through his soul. That's why he looked like a rat, because he is a rat.
Well, I'm not gonna go that far, but I will say he does not.
I would not, motherfucker.
Look. I don't know.
Why not? Why not? It's because you're a man. You still want to listen to his raps. What you want to hear?
No, not
money,
that.
No problems. What?
No, not even that. I don't
why are you saying he's like Epstein as far as I'm concerned?
That's bad. That is bad. That's not good. That is not good. Yeah,
he was trafficking women. The younger, the better. When he met Cassie, she wasn't but a teenager. Hell, like, R. Kelly married Aaliyah when she was 15.
She was 13.
R. Kelly was 27.
Yeah. But her parents basically sold her out.
Look, they did not set that wedding up. I was working at the record company when that happened.
Didn't he have to get their permission? Didn't they give him written authorization?
They forged everything.
Oh, they forged it?
Yes. I ain't about to give my damn daughter to Diddy to no 27-year-old man. They forged it.
Oh,
that's what happened. That's why they ended up trying to get an annulment.
Is that the rumor? Is that the word on the street, or
No, that's the truth.
That's the truth. Okay.
I was working at the record company when they were trying to figure out how they were going to spend this. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah,
Mm.
everything was forged.
The whole thing was forged?
No. The wedding,
Yeah, I know the document, the approval.
document. Yeah.
Right. The approval for her to be married was
No, but they was married.
No, I know that was real, but I'm saying the parents' authorization.
No, that was forged.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. Well, I guess I learned something new today, so thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing this weekend, Miss Una?
What's today?
Any special plans?
Oh, today's Friday, right?
Yeah.
So it's my birthday all month. That's 30 days. So I'm thankful.
Is this 25 for you? Is this number 25?
25 times 2, baby. Plus a couple more.
Well, you don't look a day over 38.
That's right, baby.
You
So I did go. I went out to eat earlier on the Beltline. I have a lot of filming to do, so I got a lot of stuff to do. Okay. And I'm just putting my universe together.
Okay.
That's what I'm working on.
Hey man, do your thing.
What you doing?
I am. Oh, that dude is going to be hurt. What am I doing this week? Nothing. Basically,
it's Friday. It's the end of the week. The last day.
Yeah. Now, Una, it's on you. So, what you gonna wait? Can we even do that? Is that not copyrighted? We better not do that. Hey, I do. I don't want to be sued. Don't sue me, Ryan.
I see what's gonna happen right now. I think you learn. I'm a rule breaker.
I see.
So have you learned that about me yet?
Break all the rules you want. Just don't get me sued. Break all the rules you want. Just don't get me sued.
I don't care about no stinking lawsuit.
I do. I care a lot about it. No, seriously. I'll probably just be doing shows, doing content. So, as you know, we have this show and this channel. And actually, you can watch this on Facebook at Gideon T-Wil Entertainment. You can watch it on.
Can you tag me?
Huh?
Can you tag me?
Of course.
Okay.
I was just about to say you can also watch it on Miss Una's Facebook, which is
I'm right here at the bottom.
And Facebook, and I see that you're podcasting, so you figured it out.
Oh, you see it on the Facebook?
I do see it. Yeah, I do see it.
What? Let me see it on Facebook. Get out of here.
Yeah, you're live. You're live.
I'm live on.
You are podcasting live on Facebook right now?
I am so freaking excited.
Exactly. Right?
How do I find myself? Let me see.
Exactly.
How do I show I'm live? I'm on another phone. Where?
No, you
get on there.
You're good. Trust me, you're live.
Okay.
What's going to happen is when we get off, you'll be able to go on your page and see it. You'll be able to go on my page and see it.
Got you. Okay.
But you'll be able to do that. So of course, you and I have this thing going where it's called Sippin Tea with T-Wil. This is our 9th episode, and we're gonna keep it going and see where it goes. But I also have For My ATL Sports 1 and For My ATL Movies. And as of today, I am the newest member of Digest Media's team. So I will be doing Braves content for Digest Media. So
let's go.
I'm trying to be like you. That's
what I'm talking about. Let's go, Digest Media. Y'all got a good one.
Yeah, so we'll see. But hey, that's I'm super excited about that. So I'll just be doing content all weekend, not anything major. Of course, as you know, next weekend, Spider-Man Brand New Day, also Falcons training camp.
Yep.
So August 1st, I think myself and my son will be going, and everybody that I podcast with that in the sports world.
Yeah.
Will probably be there out in the hot sun.
Okay, that'll be nice.
And yeah, but that's it. So hey,
that sounds like a plan.
Give them all your socials. Tell them where they can find you, Miss Una.
Okay, y'all, over here on YouTube, y'all know I'm the Universe. On Facebook, you know, I am Una Nicole. And on IG, I am Universe HQ, like the universe headquarters. That's UNA. So follow me. I got all kinds of stuff going on.
Follow her. And hey, if you get a chance, please like, share, and subscribe. You can catch me at For My ATL Sports 1 on YouTube, For My ATL Movies on YouTube, T-Wil 2012 Entertainment on YouTube, you guys, and also Digest Media Braves. You guys have an amazing weekend.
Digest.
Let's go indeed.
Got that one.
We will.
Check. Done.
We will see you next Friday. You guys have a great night.
Y'all next Friday.
Good night, everybody.
This movie was about
Lights, camera, action is going down. For my ATL movies, when we run this town with your host T-Wil, yeah, keeping it real. From the A to the screen, you can feel the thrill. Rolling with the class, this was setting the pace. Highlighting the magic of our soulful space. Got the vibe, got the crew, making it tight. When the screen lights up, everything feels right. Grab your popcorn, let's make it loud. T-Wil, T-Wil. It's movie time, ATL style. Stand proud. From the silver screen to the hearts we steal. T-Wil, T-Wil. Every frame we capture is a real deal. Yeah. Talking premieres where the stars align. ATL views, yeah, they really shine. Behind the lens.